Okay, everybody, welcome back. So, did you miss me? I hope you did. And you know what time is it? It's time to do more stats and probs here at Probability Distribution Table. Are you ready? Let's go. So far, so good that we've already worked on the first 5 items. Okay, before we continue, let's review. Di ba remember sabi ko, sa Probability Distribution Table, what are the concepts that you must familiarize in Probability Distribution Table? Number 1, ganito yung criteria. All the probabilities in this must sum up to 1. Diba, remember, those are all the probabilities. Lahat yung mga probabilities na nasa probability distribution table, they should always equal 1. For not equal to 1, if it does not sum up to 1, it is not a probability distribution. Okay? So that is the number 1 condition. Number 2, what is number 2 of a probability distribution table? Number 2 of the probability distribution table is the mean, variance, and standard deviation. To find the mean, its mean is always x, which stands for random variable, times the p of x, which stands for the probability of that corresponding value. Next, number 3, variance. Diba, remember the variance? And then we sum it up all together. Variance is, diba, remember the formula? Random variable x minus the mean. And then whatever answer you get, you square it. And then multiply that with the corresponding probability. Then sum it up. Then the standard deviation, standard D, is always equivalent to the square root of your variance. Very easy, diba? So now you already know the mechanics. Now let's get back. Alright, so now let's go to number 6. June Victor enjoys playing Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. Okay, so diba remember yung Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games? That's the Mario game that I have in my Wii. Diba yung Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games, there are Mario series characters and Sonic series characters. So June Victor will play that game. His favorite character is Sonic the Hedgehog, whom he'll use as his character in every game that he plays. Diba remember si Sonic the Hedgehog, you know naman he's the fastest hedgehog, diba? And June Victor, shout out to you, June Victor Escolar Chua. If you're watching my videos right now, I hope you're learning something from me, okay? And June Victor is my best buddy in school when I was still studying at St. Theodore School, when I was in high school. So yeah, and June Victor, his role is Sonic the Hedgehog because he is fast, right? So yeah, and then he will use Sonic the Hedgehog in every game that he plays, like me. Do I remember when you see me play in Mario games, you'll always see the yaha. That's right. Whenever you see my video games, I always use myself in the game. And that's me, Mario. Yeah. Yup, that's always me whom I'm using in every game. And you will always see the Mario Man in every game that I play. In every game that I play, I'm always controlling Mario. So yeah. And then he will use Sonic the Hedgehog in the character. His favorite game to play is Dream Race. Let the random variable G represent the number of all-around characters available in the gameplay. So ganito kasi yun. In this game, June Victor will play Dream Race. And he will use Sonic the Hedgehog as his playable character. Diba remember, in Dream Race, ilan yung mga players sa Dream Race? 4, diba? But since Sonic the Hedgehog has already been taken, how many more players do we still need? 3 more. So it can be either any of the other Mario characters whom you see up there. Either Mario, Wario, Daisy, or Peach. Right? Or even Waluigi. Just like that. So therefore, 3 more characters to choose in Mario and Sonic in the Dream Race. If Sonic has already been chosen, there's still 3 more characters. Pero, diba in Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games, what type of Olympic Games is this? Is this a winter version or an Olympic or a summer version? It's a summer version kasi nga sabi dito, Dream Race. So that must be the Dream Race where you jump over the hurdles, run through speed boosters, collect the items, and win for first place. So how many characters are there? There are 16, diba? Because it's Summer Olympics. Pero, since Sonic the Hedgehog has already been chosen, ilan yung mga characters na pwede bibilin sa mga CPUs? 15. 1-5. So therefore, ganito yung mangyayari. So if Sonic the Hedgehog has already been chosen, there's still 15 more characters whom the CPUs can choose. So let the random variable G represent the number of all-around characters available in the gameplay. So when we say all-around characters, by remember the character selection, we have the power type, the all-around type, the speed type, and the skill type. How many all-around characters are there? 4, di ba? Si Mario, si Amy, si Luigi, and Blaze. There are 4 all-around characters. Pero we only need to choose 3 na lang. Ganito, and now we have to formulate a probability distribution table. Ganito yung table ko. So, di ba remember, it's all in yellow, pero I hope you can see it. Let the random variable represent this one. So let me zoom in para you can see. Okay, so di ba remember this is the probability distribution table. So we have the random variable x, g, and then we have, it's either 0 Mario character, 0 all-around characters have already been chosen for CPUs, or Sonic is competing with 1 all-around character, Sonic is competing with 2 all-around characters, or Sonic is competing with 3 all-around characters. And total. So here's how I did it. Diba remember sa 0, we already know the combinational probability. Combination of success times combination of failure. So the combination of success, diba remember there are 4 all-around characters. Mario, Amy, Luigi, and Blaze. So 4, choose 0. That means no all-around characters. Times, how many other characters are there? 11 na lang. Bakit naging 11? Diba normally that's supposed to be 12? Pero since Sonic the Hedgehog has already been chosen, therefore there are 11 characters for the CPUs to be choosing, for not all-around. There's Knuckles, Bowser, Vector, Wario, for power type. Peach, Tails, Waluigi, and Dr. Eggman, that's for skill type. But for the speed type, of course, for the sake of Sonic, di ba, Sonic has already been chosen. So, di pwede mo i-duplicate si Sonic. So, kailangan dapat si Daisy, like this one, Shadow the Hedgehog, or Yoshi. So, 11. So, 11, C3. And then divide by the total, which is 15C3. Again, ang total mo na nasa N, capital N, ay 15 na lang dahil wala na si Sonic. Diba? So, 4 plus 11 equals 15, and 0 plus 3 equals 3. So, they match. And then, get the probability, we get 36%. Then, we have 1, diba? C2 to 7. So, 1. And then, 11C2. Then, 15C3. They match. And then, 4C2, 11C1, 15C3. Then, 4C3, 11C0. Then, 15C3. Yun. And then, we sum it up all together, and we get 1. And if we get 1, therefore, what can we conclude? Diba? Remember, sabi ko dito, if all the probabilities in the distribution are equal to 1, therefore, it is deliberately a probability distribution table. Okay? Now that we've already found out, now we can work on the other concepts. Like this. Now, to solve for the mean. Na naman yung formula sa pagsasolve ng mean, di ba? You know already how it goes. So, it's just you have to multiply x times the random variable of x, di ba? Just like that. So, we multiply this together and we should get this answer. And then, we drag this up thing. You see this square here? Kailangan namin i-drag so that we can get the others. So that we don't need to type the formula again and again. And then, sum it up to get the mean. And once we do, what is our mean? Our mean is 0.8. Now, to get the variance. The variance is very easy. Diba, remember, step 1 is the random variable x minus the mean that you got earlier. So, what's our mean? 0.08. 0.8. Pero, diba, remember, we want it patuloy na. So, we need to lock. Okay? Then, we drag it in just like that. Yun. And then, that is step 1. Step number 2 is squaring it. So, we're gonna have to square it. Yan. So, it becomes like this. Then, we drag. Last but not least, so step number 3, we multiply that with the corresponding probability. And we should get this answer. Diba? Then drag it, then sum. Diba? Now that is your variance. The variance is 0.5. And to do the standard deviation, take the square root of your variance. And when you do, you get 0.709. That is your standard deviation. Alright? Now we already solved for everything. But wait, we're still not yet done. We still need to make the histogram. Okay. Diba remember sabi ko sa'yo, ito yung mga ginawa ko. Those are all the histograms that I have already constructed. Itong lahat yung mga histograms na ginawa ko. Okay? Now, to make the histogram here, ito yung kailangan mo gagawin. Get all the probabilities together and then click insert. Pindutin mo yung insert na yan. Then, click on the chart. Then, choose the chart that you want to do. Like, for example, you want something like this, di ba? Yan. So, that is your histogram. And then, the color must be yellow. Yan. And then, select data. What you call this, our series will be this one. Yan. And then, your title, you must type the title. Yan. This is your histogram for level 4-6. Okay? This is for Wario. Okay. Now we've already done it. So yun. Now let's go to the next. Now we're already done now with item number 6. Mabilis lang yun. Okay? Now let's go to item number 7. For item number 7, anong sabi dito? Brother Chris enjoys reading the book of Romans. Let the random variable k represent the number of Bible verses obtained by me as I dedicate them to each specific person in my TD criteria. Ayan, if you do not know anything about this is pertaining to my tiny defense criteria. Kasi ito ba remember, I read the book of Romans in the Glacier Lines criteria. That's from Romans chapter 1 to 8. And then for every Bible verse that I obtain that I dedicate to a specific person, based on how many Bible verses I find. Like for instance, in Romans chapter 1, I found 5 Bible verses. In Romans chapter 2, I got only 1. Romans chapter 3, isa lang. Romans chapter 4, dalawa. Or tatlo, tama ba? Yan kasi nga kasama yung 21 eh. Yung Abraham was able to do as what he had fully promised. Di ba? And then number 5, that's 3. 6, that's 5. 7, that's 3. And then the ano yun? 7b, that's the 4-8, that's supposed to be 3, parin. And then Romans chapter 8a, that's 5. And then Romans chapter 8b, that's 2. Diba? So yan, and here's the probability distribution table that I have formulated. Okay? So this is exactly how this will turn out. Now, you already know what to do here. Diba remember sabi ko sa'yo, this is the random variable, how many Bible verses are found? There's 1 Bible verse found. And there are 2. There is 4-2 and 4-3, diba? Out of the 10. And then, the second one, there are, for 2 Bible verses, there are only, ano yun? 1, that's only 4-10. And then 3 Bible verses found, there are 4. 4-4, Romans chapter 4, Romans chapter 5, Romans chapter 7. Diba? A and B. And then for 5, there are 3. 1, 6, and 8a. Diba? For 4, there's 0. Okay? Now, we compose the probability and it will go like this. And remember, all the probabilities must sum up to 1. If it does, then that's a probability distribution table. Now, to get the mean. Diba remember to get the mean, all you have to do is to, anong kailangan mo gagawin? I-product mo yung dalawa. Yan. So, yun, diba? And then you sum everything up. When you sum everything up, you should get 3.1. That is your mean. Now, to get the variance, diba remember what did I tell you? The variance will always be like this, diba? Yeah, negative 2.1. And then we drag. Sometimes the 4 may not be needed. Kasi nga, what you if we get the variance, this might be even more. So I think we better delete this. But later, I'll show you what's the difference, okay? And then we sum everything up. Not yet. Diba, remember that's the first step. So the second step is squaring it. So we square, and then we're supposed to get this, diba? Then we drag for the rest. One more, and then from there, we multiply it with the corresponding probability. Just like that. And then we sum everything up. Then from there, we take the square root so that we can get the standard deviation. So if 2.09 is your variance, therefore this must be your standard deviation. Alright. And then now, all we have to do now is to make the histogram. So to make the histogram, ganito siya. Highlight this information, and then click insert, then choose a chart. Like histogram, di ba? Never mind, not this chart. Kasi nga mahirap yan. So, kailangan i-change chart type. Yan, just like that. So, diba remember that's your histogram, diba? And then from there, yung series type, we, ano yun? Change the color. So, this will be our color. And then this one, our series type will be yan. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pero this one, that's supposed to be 5. Pero that's not it. That's not supposed to be the right one. Kasi ang kailangan ko, dapat it should be, ano yun, the 5. Yan, di ba? And that's your histogram for 4-7. See? There are lots of Bible verses with 3. So yun. And that's it. Now we're done. Now let's go to item number 8. Here's what will happen. Sabi ko dito sa item number 8, I enjoy playing New Super Mario Bros. Wii. Let the random variable x represent the environment and how many levels can be found there. Yaha! That's right, everybody. You know what time it is. It's time to dance. Yeah. I know it's time to dance, pero not now. We're not dancing right now. It's stats and props time, right? So yeah, let's go. So I enjoy playing New Super Mario Bros. Wii. Yeah, of course in this game, you'll get to dance along with me. And we go through all the 9 worlds, collect all the star coins, reach the flagpole, and say Princess Peach. Right over here. Oh, Mario. Anyway, so, but don't make it too much out for us. We can even corrupt you. Yeah, I know, baby girls. So, in the random variable x, let it represent the environment level, and then how many levels can be found in that environment. Can you help me with that, Mario? I know you know the game, so let's see if I'm correct. So, this one here, do I remember, the random variable represents the environment number. So, remember, there are 9 worlds. Yeah, there are 9 worlds in New Super Mario Bros. Wii. World 1 is the Mushroom World. World 2 is the Desert World. World 3 is the Snow World. World 4 is the Ocean or the Beach. World 5 is the Jungle or the Forest. World 6 is the Rocky Mountains. World 7 is the Heavens of the Skies. World 8 is Bowser's Fortress. And World 9 is an integrated series. That's right, Mario. Anyway, so there are 9 worlds just like that. And how many levels can be found in those worlds? Yeah, in World 1, 1-1 to 1-6. Don't forget the 2 castles. World 2 is 2-1, is still the same. World 3, 3-1 to 3-5. 2 castles and 1. Yup, there's a boo house in that area. World 4, it's the same as World 3. 3 castle, 5 levels, 2 castles, and a boo house. But don't forget, you still need to defeat Bowser Jr. in the airship. So that's 9. World 5 is 5 worlds, 5 levels, 2 castles, and the boo house, of course. World 6, there's no boo house, but there are 6 levels, and you have to defeat Bowser Jr. and 2 castles. World 7 is, there are 6 levels, 1 boo house, 2 castles. And for last but not least, for World 8, there are 10 levels, 7 levels, 2 castles, 1 airship. So 10 levels. And World 9, there are 8 levels. That's it. Of course, let's see if we got it right. There's 8, 8, 8, 9, 8, 9, 9, 10, 8. And then, altogether, that's a total of 77 levels. And then, all we have to do is to get the probabilities involved. So, the probability is this one. The probability of 8 divided by the total number of levels. Diba, remember yun ang sabi ko sa'yo? I enjoy playing, let the random variable x represent the environment and how many levels can be found. The probabilities represent what are the levels found and divide by the total. There are 77 levels. So the probability of playing a New Super Mario Bros. Wii level in that world is this one. Diba? Then you sum everything up to get 1. Now, let's solve for the mean. Okay, Baby Mario, can you help me out? To solve for the mean, x minus you need to do this. The world number times the probability. Like this. 1 times 0.110. That's it. That's right, Baby Jairu. So all you have to do is to type product. But because remember they're separated, so you have to click on the cells like this manually. You can't, oh no, not this one. Times the probability. Just like that. And then from there, see the baby box? All you have to do is to drag it up. Very good. Just drag it and you're on your way. Up to the last. And then, what do we do now? Baby, sum it up. Whatever answer you get, that's the mean. Very good, Baby Ju. Wow, Baby Ju, kahit you're autistic, you know talaga how to solve for everything. Galing. So that's the mean. And the mean is, wow, 5.10. That is the mean. And now, that is your mean. Now, how do you get the variance? The variance goes like this. Step number 1, the random variable x minus the mean, which is 5.10. That's right, Baby Jairu. At least you're very intellectual. I know you know how to help me. So this is the random variable x, right? And then all we have to do is to get this mean and then put a $sign to log it. Very good. Just like that. And it becomes something like this. And then we drag it so that papatuloy na. Alright? Just like that. And then step number 2, what's the next step? Square step number 1. Very good. Whatever answer you get in step number 1, kailangan namin i-square. And then you drag everything up. Just like that. As simple as that. And what's step number 3? Whatever answer you get in step number 2, you multiply that by the corresponding probability. Very good. So it goes like this. 16.84 times the probability of 10. This one, diba? And you're supposed to get this. Then drag it up all together up to the number 9. There. Now, what do we do? Sum everything up. After that, take the square root of your answer to get the standard deviation. Yay! That's right, Baby Ju. You're so smart. Alright, so ganito yung paraan. Isum na namin lahat yung mga nakuha namin ng results sa variance ng step 3. And that is your variance. And what did you say, Baby Jairu, to get the standard deviation? Square root of the variance. Good job, Baby Ju. Square root of variance. And you will get the standard D. There we go. And now, we're done. Yay! We did it! Up! Not yet. Because we still need to formulate a histogram. Remember what I tell you to formulate a histogram? Ganito kasi yun. First, get all the probabilities here up to the number 9. Then click insert and then choose a histogram. Like that. And then change chart type so that you choose what chart you want to do. And you want a chart that looks like this. Yan. And that's already your histogram. And that's it. That's the histogram of my News from Marbles Wii game. Yup, that's right. Look at the artwork that we made. Isn't it pretty? Yes, Daddy. Thanks for teaching me. Of course. So as you can see, this blue here, this represents World 1. The orange represents World 2. The silver is for World 3. The yellow is for World 4. The royal blue for World 5. The green for World 6. The dark blue for World 7, the dark orange for World 8, and the dark gray for World 9. Isn't that right, Baby Jairu? Yes, correct. Very good, Jairu. And you know what they say? We're done. Now that we're done, you know what time it is? It's time to dance. Yay! It's time to play some music and dance to the music. But before that, we need to complete the last two. So stay tuned.